Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you my makeup slash skincare collection and what I like from it and what I don't like. And I think I have everything to start with skincare. No, I do. Alright, so first I'm going to talk about a product that kind of is like a makeup remover, but it's also considered skincare because it's also a cleanser. It's the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. As you can see, I used quite a bit of it. I love this. Um, when I use it at night to remove my makeup, it definitely melts my makeup away. It leaves my skin feeling hydrated. It has hyaluronic acid, ceramides, and peptides. And it's good for dry, oily, and combination skin, which I have combination. And this retails for $11. Next, I'm gonna do like a actual face cleanser, which is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Gentle Peeling Exfoliant with papaya and tangerine extracts. It is also good for dry, oily, and combination skin. This retails for $10, and I love it. I've only been using it for a couple weeks now, but ever since I started using it, my skin's been A, healthier, and has that like glow, and B, it's also had a lot less dead skin than it did when I first started using it that I did not realize I had until I started using this. So this one's great. Now I'm going to talk about 3 different types of face moisturizer things. The first is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Daily Moisturizer with hyaluronic acid, jojoba seed oil, and vitamin E. This retails for $8. And once again, it's good for dry, oily, and combination skin. I love this. Mostly for when I do makeup tutorials. I usually use this or another product that I have here. But I've been using this mostly for my makeup tutorials. And I have another trick with it that I'll show you when I get to my foundations. That one's great. Then I have the 2 different face creams. I'll show you this one first. This is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Fragrance Free face cream. This retails for $13. And it has hyaluronic acid and peptides. It is also good for dry, oily, and combination skin. Yeah. I love it. I love how it's like fragrance free. Like I haven't used much of it because I just got it a couple months ago. Or actually 3 months ago now. Forgot we're in February now. But I love it. Like I said, I haven't used much of it yet because I've been using the e.l.f. Daily Moisturizer more for makeup tutorials than I had this. But I am gonna, once I'm out of the Daily Moisturizer, I will use this. Definitely before it expires. So that one's great. Then I have the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Broad Face Cream with broad spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen with hyaluronic acid and peptides as well. This one I have also not used much of because again I was using the daily moisturizer, and I was using this in my skincare routine for a little bit. This retails for $13 as well. But then I found out that it has chemical sunscreen in it, so it's not safe for pregnancy. But I'm getting closer to the end. My due date was off. We found out my due date was off, so. But anyways, and I'll definitely be able to use it up by August of next year. But I am definitely going to start using this more for skincare during the day, because you want to be using sunscreen every day. So then I'm going to talk about a toner that I love. I know it has alcohol in it, so it's not technically hydrating, but I don't really need hydration in the places that I use this, just because I'm more oily there. And that's the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Keep Your Balance Toner. This retails for $8. I love it. Like, you can see how much I've used of it. Like, it's crazy how big this bottle is. It's good for dry, oily, and combination as well. I think most of these products are good with dry, oily, or combination. Some of them don't say, some of them do. Has hyaluronic acid, witch hazel, and aloe, which I think is the hydrating part. But it also does, like, the second ingredient in it is alcohol. Yeah. This is great. I love it. I love all the skin. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now, I love all the skincare I've tried from. Why are they here? Nobody was gonna get hurt. What about the pipe bomb? I didn't know about that. And the gun in your boot? Password. Anyways, I was of their skincare. They're great. Then I have like a serum type thing. It's the e.l.f. Vitamin C Serum. It's an antioxidant-enriched skin protectant. So if you like have damage to your face, like hyperpigmentation, sun damage, whatever, this will help. For one, correct all that, and for two, protect you from further damage. This retails for $16. This is the most expensive e.l.f. product I've tried. I think this is actually the most expensive e.l.f. product in general. I love it. Like, it has a little, like here, it has a little push top on it, so you push it, and you can go like that. I'm not gonna actually do it. You put it to your skin and push the dropper, and then blend it into your skin. It says use 4 to 5 drops, massage onto clean dry skin, blend into the face, neck, and chest. Use in the morning or night. So this is morning or night. I use it both, honestly, because I have fair skin, but this is great. Then I have the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Eye Cream. This retails for $10. And it's for dry, oily, and combination. Sorry, my nose itches. It's great. I mean, it does what it's supposed to do. It cancels out dark circles, puffiness, all that. I've been having trouble sleeping, and it's great when I use this because there's nothing. And it also layers well with concealer. So, that's all skincare. Or no, I had one more. This is the e.l.f. Lip Exfoliator and Brown Sugar. This retails for $5. And honestly, let me tell you, I love how it comes in like a little lipstick container and packaging. That's what I meant by packaging, because I do not like the lip exfoliators in the little pots, because for some reason they always end up drying out so easy. Even if I like close them, they dry out on me. This, I've had this for a few months now and it hasn't dried out. You can see how well it's used. It's literally almost gone. And it doesn't stay. What I also like is it doesn't stay in that lipstick form. It like moves around and makes it easy to exfoliate your lips pretty much. Alright, so that's all skincare. Now, let's get to primers. So let me select my primers really quick. That. I thought I had one more. I do. I have a few more back here. I'll consider this as a primer too. Why not? Oh, I have one right there. Alright, so first we're gonna talk about facial mist that I use as a primer. That's the Heritage Storage Rose Water. Can't remember how much this one was. And this expires in September of this year. So I still got a while to use this all up. And I definitely will. I love this. It's so hydrating. It's a big bottle, yes, but it's completely worth it to get this big bottle. You just take the cap off, put it like this, and like spritz on your face like you would a setting spray, but it's like a primer. So this is great. Sorry, my nose. I don't remember how much it was. I got it off Amazon. So next we're gonna talk about, let's go ahead and talk about two glowy primers. I can't find the other one. Alright, so the first one I have is not really a primer, but I used it as a primer before my foundation. It's the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter Glow Booster in the shade One Fair. So this retails for $14, and honestly, it is completely worth it. The shade's a little off. It comes a little orangey. If you can see, it's like a little orangey. But once blended out, I can get like little brush. I'll use this one. This little like concealer brush type thing. For now. I'll use the other one. This one, like a smudger brush. Once you blend it out with a sponge or a brush, it just leaves a little glow behind. I don't know if you can see that. Just leaves like a subtle glow behind, which is really pretty. So yeah, that's great. And then I have the e.l.f. Skin the e.l.f. Sun Touchable Whoa Glow Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Sunscreen Sun Protectant and Makeup Primer. So I like this one better than the invisible one, and I did have the invisible one for a while. I just never reached for it. I reached for this one. So if you can see, it has a little tint to the skin. Let me kind of blend it out with a brush first. But as you can see, it has a little bit of a tint. But once blended into the skin, and you gotta blend really well or it will give you a white cast because it does have sunscreen in it. It leaves behind this transparent little glow, which is so beautiful, especially layered with the e.l.f. Halo Glow. Like, you put this first and then use this on top. I learned that it's really beautiful, but I also learned that sometimes I don't like it because of me having combination skin, which I think this is good for all. It doesn't say. And it's supposed to be for long-lasting makeup wear, which I don't know about that, but it works. So now we're gonna talk about a couple of like gripping primers. We have the e.l.f. Power Grip Primers. Oh, the Sun Touchable Whoa Glow and the Halo Glow Liquid Filter both retail for $14. These both retail for $10. This is the OG original Power Grip, and then I have the Power Grip Primer with 4% niacinamide. They're both transparent. I mean, they look a little weird. They do have a sticky base. To where it, like, if you watched me like go like this, my fingers kind of stick to my face, but they're not bad. I love both of them. If I would have to choose one, I would choose the one with the 4% niacinamide, because I like the extra skincare, guys. You have skincare underneath, but I just like the added boost. But I also like the original. Now, I'm going to talk about some color correcting primers. One I like and one I don't. So let's talk about the one I do like. The Neutrogena Prep and Correct Primer. It's a green tone matte primer that is designed to help color correct redness, blur the look of pores, and even skin tone. It has seaweed extract in it, which is what that green thing is. But if you look, I'm going to swatch it for you a little bit, just a little bit. If you look, it's a green, but when blended into the skin, you know how some color correctors like leave whatever colors behind? It's transparent. And this retails for like $8 or $9. So I love this. This is great. It definitely does what it's supposed to. Now the one I don't like, and I'll tell you why, is the Wet n Wild Glass Correct Primer Base. It says corrects redness, crystal-like skin, and has some skincare in it. It looks like this. I'm scared to even put this on my... I am going to use it up, and I'm also going to try it in the summer when my face like not so irritated, because the winter irritates my skin because of dryness and stuff. So that's why this kind of irritated my skin. Even when I put it on the back of my hand, it still irritated it. So I don't think, but it definitely does give like a glass crystal like look. It's kind of sheer, which is another reason I don't like it. It's sheer. Like if you look, it's kind of sheer. But I am definitely going to use it up. But I don't see myself repurchasing it. Alright, let's get these primers off the back of my hand so I can swatch some more. Alright, so last we just have pore filling primers. Let's talk about one of the popular ones right now, which is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This retails for $10. Oh, this retails for like $5 or $6. By the way, I can't remember. For $10, and you can see how well it's used. It's just a pink primer that's supposed to blur the look of pores. I love this one. I definitely reach for it a lot when I want a pore filling primer. But one that I love a little more, that's kind of the same but not, is the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. It's white, but you can see how well used this one is too. This also retails for $10. And the reason I like this one more is because it's matte. So, not only is it going to blur the look of my pores, it's also going to absorb any oils so I don't have shine throughout the day or anything like that. So, I love these two. I definitely recommend these. I definitely recommend like all of these, even the Wet n Wild one, because it's a great primer. It just, to me, it irritates my skin. So now we're going to talk about another one that's like transparent. The Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. So honestly, I'm gonna swatch all three of these for you. So here's the Maybelline one. This retails for $8 or $9, and it has kind of like a velvety feel, but it's it's nothing crazy. So it's just transparent, and it definitely reduces the look of pores, and it's like $8. I think it was less because I got it from Dollar General, but now I'm gonna keep it on a positive note. I do like that one. Another one that I like is the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer, which is kind of like the putty primer, just like more of a face primer. This retails for $8. If you can see, it's white when it goes on, when it comes out of the tube, but as you blend it, it turns transparent. Now, this one also has that velvety silicone feel, but it's nothing crazy. And it also does have a fragrance to it, which I would honestly wish it didn't, but it's nothing too strong. Like, I don't smell it unless I put it around my nose. Now, let's talk about a pore filling primer I do not like. And it's only because of the texture. Oh, I forgot one! Oops. Anyways, it's the Revlon Photo Ready Prime Plus Perfecting and Smoothing Makeup and Skincare Primer. So, it's a multi-finish benefit one. You see, it looks kind of like the Maybelline one, but when you blend it in, it feels thicker than both the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer and the Maybelline one. It feels thicker. It feels hard to blend when I go to apply it. I do not like it, but I am going to use it up, and I'm just not going to repurchase it, you know, in the future. Now, to the primary glow products that I forgot, the L'Oreal True Match Slimming Lotion. So, I have it in Fair Glow. And if you see, it's kind of like that peachy tone, which is fine, because honestly, sometimes that works for me. I'm gonna take my brush off a little bit that I used. So I'm just gonna blend it out. But the nice thing about this one, it does have that glow, but it's transparent. Like the Low Glow, it's transparent. It's beautiful. I love it. I will definitely repurchase it multiple times. Alright. So that's all of my primers. I'm going to wipe the back of my hand really quick, and I am going to sort out my foundations off camera. Kind of keep this video from going too long, and then I'll be back to show you my foundations. On this retails for like $11, I think. Anyways, foundations. Yay. Alright. So this is definitely one that I have the least amount of. But it is definitely my favorite. Now let's talk about two products in this category that I liked, and a product that I thought I didn't like, but then found out how to make it work, and then I ended up liking it, and I actually like the way of making it work. So one is a liquid foundation, and one's a like powder. So I have the e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation in the shade Snow. Or no, this is one that I also changed my mind about it. So, I'm just going to talk about the two that I changed my mind about first. At first I didn't like it, but then I found out that for one, the color was wrong. And for two, I was blending it wrong. Oh, this retails for $6 before I forget to say it. This, I found out that it's better for me, I don't know about you guys, but for me to blend it out with the foundation brush than a beauty blender. So here, let me swatch it a little bit for you guys. I am definitely going to get the right color this time. But it's a really nice foundation. It's medium coverage. I'm just going to use like an angled blender for this. So like, if you can see, it like blends into my skin nicely, but it's still a little dark. Like, it is definitely still a little dark. So, yeah, that is definitely one that I ended up not liking at first, but definitely changed my mind about. And then, one's actually not a foundation, but it's in the foundation category for me. The e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. At first, I hated this because it separated, it sat on my skin. It was horrible. But then I found a video of the best and worst e.l.f. products and found out that the girl uses a moisturizer, like the e.l.f. Daily Moisturizer that I use with this one at one point, and I had to liking it. I have light 240 warm, which I'm actually neutral. I'm not a warm toned. I'm actually a neutral undertone. So as you can see, it's like way too dark, but it works. And actually, here, I'll show you. So, Here's the CC cream. It like blended weird. Then here's the e.l.f. Daily Moisturizer. I do 1 pump of each on the back of my hand at one time. It gives it more of a sheer look, a light coverage, and it actually lightened it up for me a little bit. So that is definitely something I changed my mind about, and I'm kind of glad I changed my mind about it because it was, and that retails for $15. Alright, so let's talk about 2 that I'm kind of on the fence of, or 3 I'm kind of on 4. Sorry, I'm kind of, let's stick with e.l.f. because I forgot about this one. Now this is the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation in the shade Light 210 Neutral. So this is actually a neutral shade. Here's what it looks like. It's still a little dark, but it works. And I also like that it has a little applicator so I don't have to use a brush. I'm just using my finger to blend it today to kind of swatch it. Here's the swatch. Look at that. Like, that is too dark. This retails for $11 and it's so silky. Like, you know how some powders can feel like you can feel that it's a powder? This doesn't feel like a powder. It's so silky. It's so smooth. I love it. So, that's the Camo Powder Foundation. Alright. So now the 4 that I'm kind of on the fence about, only because I haven't worn them for a while. And this one's just too liquidy. This one's the Physicians Formula Organic Wear Silk Foundation Elixir. This retails for I think like $13, which is again crazy for a foundation or a drugstore brand. But I have the shade Fair. So it is so liquidy. It's so dewy that it literally looks like that. I don't know if you can see like the dewiness, but it is so dewy and so liquidy. You have to shake it up each time you use it, and as it sits, it separates. I don't know if I like it. Now, another one that I'm kind of on the fence about, and it's nothing with texture or anything, it's just it's still new to me. The Alma Beauty Flawless IRL Skin Perfecting Foundation. It has a scent to it. I guess it is kind of liquidy too. And the shade's off too because I actually got this from my mother-in-law. But shade aside, it smells weird. This is like a bad fence. And this retails for $9. So I don't know if I will be repurchasing or not repurchasing that ever. Purchasing it. Like once it's gone, it's gone. Now these 2 I do kind of like, and they're on the good fence. I have the Rimmel London Stay Matte Liquid Matte Mousse Foundation and Light Porcelain and True Ivory. They're both kind of dark for me. Here's Light Porcelain. As you can see, it's kind of dark. And then here's True Ivory. True Ivory is definitely like too dark for me. But they both work. And honestly, I'm probably gonna start self-tanning too. So honestly, I'll probably have darker shades too, but there's True Ivory. They're just both way too dark, but they're like, they don't feel velvety at all. Alright, so now let's keep up with the ones that I like. The Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator in Medium Tan. This one is also too dark. It's a tinted hydrator, so it is not a foundation. So, but it is dewy too. But it honestly feels so much better than the Physicians Formula one. That's also like this. That retails for $6. These retail for like $9. That retails for $6. It is so dewy, but it honestly works because it is a tinted moisturizer. So that one's great. Now the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour Fresh Wear Foundation. It does have sunscreen in it, and it has a broad spectrum SPF 25. It is also very liquidy, and you can definitely smell that sunscreen in it. Like, you can smell that sunscreen in it, but it's not too bad. It's good. I like it. And here's what it looks like. It is kind of dewy, but it's a buildable coverage. It's buildable, and it's breathable. So this retails for $13, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Shit. Excuse my French, but my fiance, please go get those. But anyways, so this one, yep. And then the last one in the foundation category that I liked is the CoverGirl True Blend Hydrating Foundation. It's smoothing and a natural finish. It is also buildable. And I also like this retails for like $8 or $9. But I also like the twist up. I think that's so fun. But it's not as liquidy as the other foundations are that are kind of like these hydrating dewy ones, but it is definitely dewy. You can tell that it's hydrating. You can tell it's way too dark for me as well, but here you go. There we go. So these are all the foundations that I love. Let's talk about one that I didn't love, that I'm definitely not repurchasing ever. And I think it's just because I'm not a big fan of foundation sticks. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Shine Free and Balance foundation stick for combination skin. It's also for combination skin, which is funny because you figured I'd like it with it being for combination skin. But I have the shade 120. And even though it's for combination skin, it feels oily. Like, honestly feels oily. It is so hard to blend on my face. Like, it's even hard to blend on my back of my hand. It is velvety. I don't like it. So, then it has an anti-shine powder. Of course, here's what it looks like. You just twist it up. And then in the middle has like a powder in it, which is like that shine free part. And that's probably why. So I'm gonna make a part 2 in this and do the rest of my makeup. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in part 2. Bye!